It was rush hour on the highway to Tan Son Nhut Air Base in Saigon. Tan Son Nhut was a hub of military air operations in Southeast Asia. From there, a different kind of tactical reconnaissance operation was flown.
Doctor, that aft station has a high priority film in it. Forward station has a low altitude fan. So get them downloaded into the processor. Anything wrong with the back seat?
No, sir.
Upload it and turn it around, Proctor.
Okay, sir, thank you.
We just landed from a mission up west of Pleiku in support of ground forces. Weather was kind of bad, low clouds, but we didn't get any ground fire. I'll tell you about the mission in just a moment. Hi, Salinas.
You have a good flight, sir?
Oh, pretty good. It rained on us a little bit. As I was saying, these visual and photo missions represent top priority in support of the ground forces here in South Vietnam by attack recce forces. Our workhorses for this job are the RF-101 Voodoo for day photo and the RF-4C Phantom II for the day and night role. The Phantom II is a brand new aircraft in the inventory, and it's doing a magnificent job over here for attack recce in support of the Army. I suppose that we shoot up about the equivalent of the whole area of South Vietnam each month in support of the ground forces. And we fly right over them when they're in contact with the enemy or with Charlie. And I say shoot up, I don't mean to say that we're fighter pilots. Fighter pilots go boom and bang and zap, and we just go click, click. Sort of kill them with film, you might say. Now, after it goes into the photo lab and is processed and printed, we turn it over to the delivery and the courier aircraft, and they deliver it right to the Army commander in the field. And he takes it, studies it, and uses it to fight with.
Dagger 30, am presently following your route from Charlie Papa 32 at the road junction on the Mosaic. Observe you're in the clearing in the danger area. Have you any contact yet? Over.
Oh, negative. I've checked my Mosaic and I'm approximately 200 meters from the location. I have made contact.
Damage 9 or 5, understand. Have a fact in the area. We'll contact you on command push. Am requesting an immediate 500 high drags, nape and 20 mic mics. Over.
Ryder, I'm coming back.
Sidewinder 2-1, Dagger 30, over.
This is Sidewinder 2-1, over.
Dagger 30, BC Base Camp, coordinates, X-ray Tango, 886-248. Request immediate airstrike. Unit on the ground will contact you. Command push. Over.
Roger. Sidewinder 2-1, copy. We'll request an immediate.
Here they come!
Besides providing information on new targets and bomb damage assessments, the findings of the photo interpreters led to updating maps and enemy defensive positions. It was a paradox in a way. All of those men, those who kept the cameras rolling in the aircraft, the camera maintenance men working around the clock, repairing and checking intricate mechanisms, the men on the line who know how much the pilots depend upon conditions of their aircraft, and the pilots themselves, all those people, plus millions of dollars in planes, fuel, and support equipment, all had one common goal: collecting images on an inexpensive strip of celluloid. After processing, the film went directly to the photo interpreters for analysis. They were specialists who were trained to read between the lines, to ferret out concealed information and interpret visual nuances, which revealed a wealth of intelligence data. Like detectives, They scanned the photos for telltale evidence of the enemy's whereabouts and changes in his defense system. One photo might have contained information that could have changed the course of a battle or even affect the outcome of the war. But the men who made the sacrifice for the end product were the pilots and the navigators. They were the hunters and the hunted, the gamblers staking their lives on their courage, intelligence, and flying skills. Most would have to admit that the only thing standing between them and the surface-to-air missile was a healthy dose of luck. When you know the odds against these men and their loss ratio, you're hardly prepared to hear them talk so casually.
My own personal remembrance of that particular mission was being able to roll up on the side and look down underneath the aircraft and see two smoke trails from missiles going underneath me, to look behind me and to be able to see two missiles going past my tail at my wingman, and to look up between the two aircraft. I was rolled up here, my wingman here, in a scissors, and see two more missiles come between us. A simultaneous intercept by 6 surface-to-air missiles, all of which we're very thankful missed.
I took a pretty direct hit, a lethal hit from a SAM, a surface-to-air missile, and we were cruising at 30,000 feet at the time, and I had to leave the airplane. The airplane did explode very shortly after I ejected. Got the chute out, and one of my major concerns in the chute on the way down was the fact that we were over hostile territory and the possibility or probability of being shot at while I was in the chute prior to landing. No one did shoot, however. I got on the ground and listening for engine noises overhead, figuring that Homer would still be in the area trying to pinpoint me. And I got a place to hide, found a hole in the rocks and holed up in the rocks and waited for help, knowing full well that these Jolly Greens, the helicopter pilots and the Sandy pilots who were in the business of saving lives over here, would do their bloody best to get me out of that situation. And lo and behold, it wasn't very long after that I heard the engine noises, and in came the Sandys, the A1Es, and I knew that the Jollies wouldn't be too far behind.
Not long after this sequence was photographed, the same pilot was shot down again and rescued again. Whenever someone reached the magic number of 100 missions over North Vietnam, the aircrew would take time out for a celebration, pilot style.
You haven't been in yet.
Then it was back to the schedule board.
You'll note the relationship of the SAM position.
Even as these pilots were being briefed on the Thai Nguyen Iron and Steel Works 50 miles north of Hanoi, fighter bombers were pounding the hell out of the target. Soon the reconnaissance planes were on their way. A tough flight in any man's book, unarmed, right into the den of the lion. Crossing the Red River, inbound to the target, the anti-aircraft gunners wake up. Thai Nguyen was just ahead. The cameras were turned on as the pilots flew straight and level, now over the target. The moment of truth. Click. Now to get the hell out of Dodge. The return trip meant running the gauntlet again. This time, surrounded by bandits, unfriendly fighters. The recon aircraft could not fight back, so the pilots pushed the throttle to the firewall, relying on speed and his skill to escape. After 2 hours of dodging missiles, flak, and MiGs, the recon bird makes it home.
How'd it go today?
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't too bad. That's quite a bit, 85 over the target area, though, so you might look to see if there's any clacking holes or any marks on the airplane.
Excuse me, sir. We just received the BDA photo on the steel mill strike. We really hit them hard this time, sir. We've completely destroyed the rolling mill.
What about the rail line over here?
There are hits throughout that yard.
And the steam line here?
Cut twice, sir.
That'll really knock them out of business for a while.
Yes, sir.
Say, don't we have a follow-on strike scheduled against this target tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir. 0500.
The photos tell the story. The target is smashed. No need to go back today. The battle was routine, on a day like 100 that came before. And tomorrow, the same. Another day flying alone, unarmed and unafraid in Vietnam.